Alright, what weapon will I use on this map?
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
5 goes west. Rolling, rolling, roll. Which is a fan-fucking-tastic movie.
Oh, I like this map too. This was a I like this map just specifically because of the trains and being able to run along.
But
wall
do you
jump
like
between
5 goes west? The classic animated adventure.
You know what? Honestly, I was never a big fan.
Well,
I don't have
then
anything
go
against it.
How about that?
Well,
No, but
I'm gonna
5
raise
goes
your
west
mother,
is
dude.
one of my... I don't know if it's just nostalgia, but the animation for that movie is really good. And I just love the story.
I've seen the movie. I know
I've
the
seen all
animation.
the
It's still
5
really
goes west
good.
movies. All 2 of them, I think. I think there's only 2.
No, there's more.
Oh, is there? I need to watch them. I need to rewatch them and then watch
There's
one
about 5, I think.
This is like finding out that there's like 13 fucking, what is the dinosaur movie called? The Littlefoot?
Land Before Time.
Yeah, the Land.
Now that
like
is one that I've watched.
fucking Land Before Time movies, apparently. And I
The
think
5
I've
movies.
seen them all, I just never paid attention to how many there were.
No, there's a huge amount. There's a point where like literally, Dennis, that series has been going on long enough that it stopped being good and then it started being good again. That's how long that series has been going on.
I heard the first one's the best. I just
the
remember
first
my
ones are
grandma
the best.
owned
Like,
them
the
all
first-
on
the
DVD
first 3 are
and
amazing.
VHS, and I fucking loved watching them. My favorite
The
one
first
would probably
3 or
be the
4
one
of
with the
those
little
movies.
tiny T-Rex baby that they taught to eat grass.
You know what I find sad though about Land Before Time?
What?
The fucking
The
sad
original
story about
actor
Ducky.
for the first 3 that played Ducky.
Oh yeah,
Was killed.
yeah, she
It's super sad.
killed her. Yeah, her dad killed her. Yeah, Becky actually told me about that, and I never knew that. So that
I
was
learned
really
about that
fucking
a
sad.
couple years ago, but yeah, it's super fucking sad. I think I learned about it on Game Grumps from Ross.
Yeah, that sounds right.
For me, I found out through Facebook because there was a post about it.
What is another classic-ass movie that I fucking love? I'm not going to talk about the Power Ranger movies, because I watched every single one of them back in the day, and no one else has seen any of them besides the first one. All I'm going to say about that is my favorite would be Turbo, a Power Rangers movie.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, I like that one.
There was one, I can't remember the name, but I had it on VHS, and I watched it every single night. Like,
Can you tell me the Power Rangers? I probably know it. I have most of the VH ones as
It was one
well.
of the space movies. And it was the one
Galaxy?
with like the... I can't remember, I think it was Galaxy, it was either that or, it was either Lost
Was
Galaxy
Tauros
or Power
there?
Ranger Space. No, it was
The
one
Magnum
hold on, listen.
Ranger.
It was the one with the, star, like the triangle-headed one, and it had like Gatling gun arms. It was the movie for that one.
Ah, that was... That I know that
Was
one.
it
That was
Space or
Power
Lost
Ranger
Galaxy?
Space.
Okay, yeah, it was Space. Because that was the one where like they had, spaceship one.
They had the space station on the moon that deployed all their
yeah.
mechs.
Yeah, it was that one, And I remember watching that movie every night to the point where my brother got really pissed off. And I cried so much, and I was so fucking mad at him. I'll always remember this about that piece of shit. Was that the motherfucker took the VHS right in front of me, ripped it up in the middle of the night, and like took out all like the black fucking thing that made the VHS work. And I was so fucking
he took out
angry.
the film.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
And I watched
I'm
it
sorry.
Yeah,
It was
that's,
a
you think
movie.
you think
Like
that's a
randomly,
dickhead
like 2
thing to
o'clock
do.
in the morning, I would just watch. This so fucking much.
That's like a dickhead thing to do. Becky used to watch, like, literally, like, nobody broke them. She used to just watch her VHS tapes until they broke. She would watch them constantly.
I can vouch for myself, and I think Forrest has seen it. Inside my cabinet where my TV stands, it's all just about all the VH tapes I've owned through my life.
Forrest, have you ever owned a waterbed?
No, but I've been on one before.
Me and my brother used to own one back when we lived in this really cracked out neighborhood in McAllister with my mom.
Yeah.
Ooh, story time.
And like, I remember it busting, and like, I think we were standing on it, and it was so fucking gross if you've ever busted a waterbed. Just fucking waters everywhere. I think it was green or some shit. Oh, that was also back when me and my brother owned a Nintendo 64. and Blockbuster was a thing, and we'd always go to Blockbuster and rent video games. And one of the games we rented was like a.
What happened to that?
Oh, we
Blockbuster
owned it
just
for
died,
years.
it went
It
out
was
of
only
business.
recently when we got rid of our Nintendo 64.
Oh, are you talking about Tanner? Were you asking about Blockbuster or Nintendo 64?
Blockbuster.
Oh yeah, it went out of business, man.
Oh yeah, that was a long fucking. Yeah, I got the effect.
Yeah, that's been about 4 or 5 years ago, actually.
Oh yeah.
Like
Never
2011,
really noticed.
2010 was its. Yeah, no, well, that's the reason why it closed, because you barely noticed it was even open anymore, because everybody was using red boxes by that time, and Netflix was just now starting to Netflix was becoming a huge thing. Yeah, so that killed Blockbuster.
Blockbuster was cool though. It was like always a really nice place with a bunch of like
Oh,
snacks
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah,
And like the coolest
Blockbusters
candy.
were nice.
And then there was like some of them had like the big gaming section, which was super cool.
Yeah, they used to rent games. You know, I actually watched a neat video about that. You know, Nintendo back in the 80s and 90s actually tried to ban video game rentals,
Oh wow.
but they couldn't
Really?
do it. Yeah, no, they
because
didn't have a
couldn't make
case.
money on it.
Yeah.
Video game renting was awesome, especially back in Nintendo 64 time.
Yeah.
I remember there was one Power Ranger. I think it was it was Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. My favorite Power Ranger on there was the Green Ranger, because he was a black guy that wore a cowboy hat and had like a weird hover helicopter for his Zord. It was fucking cool.
His was a type of Firejet's helicopter hybrid.
It was fucking awesome. And I had the I don't remember if I owned the game or I borrowed it from GameStop. I think I owned it at that time. And there was a game for the Nintendo 64 and it was fucking terrible. It was the worst thing in the fucking universe. Like the whole game, I think, was just
Nintendo
playing as a Black
64
Ranger.
didn't really get a whole. Like that's the sad part about Nintendo 64. Like aside from like the Nintendo licensed games and like the ones made by Rare, that system had almost no good games to its name.
Oh god, no. It had a really good.
Yeah,
It had a
PlayStation and
surprisingly
Xbox
good
were where
Hot
it's
Wheels
at.
game. There was like a track racer, or an arcade racer. I mean, it was super fucking cool. Oh, also, no, I just remembered something. The best fucking game on the Nintendo 64 race-wise was, I think it was fucking Revenge or something. Or it was, every time, in cars had a difficulty, and I remember if you chose the hardest difficulty vehicles to use, it would just like, play like a loud siren sound and go danger, danger every time you selected one of those super hard vehicles to use. It was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, I was making up invites for the wedding today. I was making up a list, and naturally, we eventually got to the people that we were like, okay, do we really want them to be there? And like we're like, yeah, but under certain conditions. Like, I might bitch about Drew all the time, but he's never done anything to me. So like, he can come if he wants, so long as he doesn't bring you know who, fucking
He's gonna bring
bitch face. Bitch face McWhore pants.
Wait, there's a lot of those.
That's Kayla, in my opinion.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Oh, Greg's invited. Greg's gonna be there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, he probably will be. I'll have to get. I still have to get on Facebook and talk to all these people. Actually.
I'm just trying to hang out with Greg.
Oh, Greg's awesome. Oh, Greg's a nice guy. He's not pretentious and phony like fucking Drew is.
No. But yeah,
Like
there was this...
I like.
I'm gonna try and
Go
look it
ahead.
up. The game that I had for the Nintendo 64 was so fucking awesome. It was a racing game that me and my brother always played. But the best game for the Nintendo 64, hands down, was Smash Brothers. I played Smash Brothers up until like 2008, I believe, is whenever we sold the Nintendo 64.
And it's still going on.
Dude, that classic game is so fucking solid.